Hello there. My name is Mark Connolly, and I'm here to talk about an opportunity to potentially increase the value of your hard asset portfolio substantially and actually enjoy the experience while doing it. Have you ever wondered what billionaires do with all that money they make? Most of them buy fine art with it. Steve Cohen began collecting in 2000. It is estimated that he has spent in excess of $1 billion on his collection so far. Investment gurus Ezra and David Hamad have invested $3 billion so far. Real estate mogul Eli Broad's collection was estimated at $2.2 billion. Funny thing is, these billionaires often ended up making greater profit on their art collection than on their mainstream investments. What's even more remarkable is that they weren't motivated by profits. They were motivated by the pleasure their art collection brought to them every single day. Their investment strategy was to buy low and hold. So how can we mere mortals know which artist's work to buy and when to buy it? It's simple, really. You just look for anomalies and patterns. One such anomaly began in 1996. It continues to this day, almost 30 years later.
The painting talks to me, tells me when I'm done, tells me what I should add. It's just like another person in there, which is my soul that's telling me, Alexandra, put this color on there, put this color, mix this color with that color, and put a little bit shade next to the hearts. Put the dove in this position, make the hands wild, and it just tells me. It's like the person that's talking to me.
Most parents, as you know, hang their children's art on the refrigerator.
But not Alexandra Nikita. She is taking the art world by storm.
Now, who discovered you?
About 5 months ago, my publisher, Ben Valenti, he had discovered me in one of my exhibits I had in Whittier, which was my 6th exhibit. And he had, the art didn't mean as much as when he met me. He liked how I was explaining my artwork and my imagination, and so that was about, he's the one that discovered me the most. That's where all the publicity came from.
Do you own one of these? You better hurry or you might not be able to afford one. We'll introduce you to a pint-sized Picasso who's taking the art world by storm.
Valenti's strategy back then was to release Nikita's early paintings in the 10 to 15,000 range because he knew that many of these early collectors would be asked to give interviews about their acquisitions to the media. This would, of course, ignite demand. He was confident that this demand would push prices substantially higher. Of course, he didn't know how much higher.
Everything happened really within like 3 years. Just boom, 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 event after event after event after event, place after place after place.
She is the vanguard of the female generation. She is a master. She is the most important female artist alive today. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Alexandra Nikita.
I have a bid of 23,000. I'm now looking for 24,000. 36,000, second opportunity. I'm looking for 56,000 on the bronze. And the opening bid on this piece is $76,000. And a final opportunity at $82,500. And it is sold to the gentleman over there. Good job. Well fought. Good.
Today, nearly 30 years later, Nikita is considered an icon in the art world. In the following decades, Valenti discovered other art prodigies and employed the same strategy of allowing a few collectors to enjoy a windfall by acquiring early paintings at bargain prices, just as he had done with Nikita. And in each case, the result was the same. Prices rose rapidly as the artist's exploding fame created worldwide demand. In 2003, Valenti founded a non-profit organization called the Global Peace Initiative. The mission was to place large public monuments to peace throughout the world in areas where they were most needed. Based on his track record of representing young artists, and because kids suffer the most in times of war, Valenti decided to only use young artists to create these monuments. The result has been massively successful. Today, several Global Peace Initiative monuments stand as sentinels to peace in key locations around the globe. Naturally, the worldwide fame and recognition that came to the young artists who created these monuments drove demand for their work ever higher. Shortly after the outbreak of hostilities in the Middle East after October 7th, the Global Peace Initiative knew that a peace monument was badly needed in that region of the world. It should be noted that the Global Peace Initiative does not take sides, nor is it political. The kids that represent the Global Peace Initiative with their creative genius simply ask leaders of nations and other factions to consider peace as an option. In fact, the only option. The Global Peace Initiative's first challenge was to find a special young artist. Truly gifted art prodigies are extremely rare. Like finding a needle in 100 haystacks, Valenti would say. Over a year went by, and no luck. Meanwhile, as usual, kids were suffering the brunt of the carnage in the Middle East from all sides. Then, just when the search seemed hopeless, the Global Peace Initiative discovered a very special 11-year-old artist in the Seattle area named Zoya Eshwar. Zoya is the rarest of art prodigies. She has mastered not one, but 3 different art disciplines. It was apparent that Zoya was destined to create the Middle East monument, and she was immediately given the commission. After some intense work on drawings and sketches, Zoya painted a stunning masterpiece that the Middle East monument would be based upon. Within minutes of the Global Peace Initiative sending out its press release announcing Zoya as the official artist for the monument, and photos of her monument painting, the news media began clamoring for interviews.
Talk about creative geniuses. A pint-sized Picasso is turning heads with her incredible artwork. You got to look at this. Her name is Zoya Eshwar. She's only 11 years old, but she's currently working on a monument for the war-torn Middle East.
Impressive. Now, this week we stopped by her studio to see what she's creating, and Dee Sun gives us a look.
That art has the power to heal and bring people together. This one was also for an art contest.
Zoya Eshwar, a 6th grader from Seattle, understands the power a paintbrush can hold.
On the hand, there is a wristband, a friendship band, if you will.
She is creating a massive peace monument for the Middle East.
This is going to be made out of missile casing from the war to show that something used to destruct can be used to make something beautiful and peaceful.
Global Peace Initiative searched the world for an entire year to find the right artist.
In the background, there's a heart, which is like showing that everyone should speak the language of love.
Once that monument is built, Zoya and her art group will get to work.
I'm going to paint this monument with my Pastel Souls team. As I always say, let's spread colors in everybody's life, one step at a time.
Dee Sun, Cairo 7 News.
So much talent and wisdom in an 11-year-old girl.
She's new to life. How does she know all this? It's amazing.
Right. Yeah. Now, to learn more about the Global Peace Initiative and Zoya's artwork, you can head to our website, Cairo7.com.
As he had done so successfully with numerous other young artists, Valenti decided to offer a handful of Zoya's paintings to early bird collectors at sharply discounted prices before the media explodes demand worldwide. And so, we present here the first release of original paintings by this extraordinary 11-year-old prodigy. Works that can occupy a valued place in any of the best fine art museums. Information on how you can inquire into the availability of a given work will be shown at the end of this video. Good luck and enjoy the following presentation of masterpieces by this true art master, all of 11 years old.